Thank you, Jonathan. I think that's a great point, and I think we heard something similar from Kirsty earlier, where we talked about finding, even if it's a non-traditional partner or potential partner, that you have shared ultimate goals. Did you have anything to add?
That's perfect. Yeah, exactly. It's about shared outcomes. It's about having a common aspiration, and that may be solving air pollution. It may be about enabling millions of women and children around the world to gain access to clean, affordable, reliable electricity, or it may be solving climate change. But when we focus on the shared goals, then we can start really investigating what the fastest, most cost-effective, most feasible pathways are to achieve them. And we've seen examples of this recently in the United States, where there's more of an emphasis now on the clean energy standards rather than renewables goals, for example, rather than technology-specific goals. Because actually, when we have technology-specific goals, we're confusing the means with the end. Because actually, the technology deployment in itself isn't necessarily the end in itself. And we can see that in the work that we've done looking at climate leadership in Europe, working in partnership actually with the electricity map that Stefan presented in the last session, where we measured the metrics that matter from a climate perspective. That's carbon intensity of electricity generation. And looking across all of the performance of countries in Europe over a 5-year period, what we found was that installed capacity of renewables didn't necessarily deliver carbon reduction in itself. There wasn't a strong correlation between installed capacity of renewables and carbon reduction, but what we found was a very strong correlation in carbon reduction and nuclear and renewables combined. That's actually what delivers the outcome that we all care about. And so developing partnerships and standards that are focused on outcomes can be a very productive approach.
Thank you.